Hey there, ladies. Well, I am finally here to read the five tarots, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that I asked you guys, I think last week, or I think it was last week. Anyway, I should know better than to do anything else during bingo week. And by the way, we had 104 participants on bingo last night. So that was pretty good. I think that's a little bit of a record. Anyway, so I'm going to read the tarot. So if you have not picked a number between 1 to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pick your number now. And remember, my tarot reading, I'm kind of focusing on what's left of January here. It's not going to go much past the middle of February. Okay. So just about 4 weeks. Longest is ever 2 months. All right. So if you picked number 1, the tarot and crystal is, oh, by the way, I have a cough drop in my mouth, so I don't start coughing. So if I sound funny, it's a cough drop. Okay. So the first one is the 4 of Pentacles, and the crystal is kunzite. Okay, there you go. And actually, that's one of my favorite crystals. All right, so if you pick number 1, you're holding on to money, like you're really concerned about money. And it's like you do have some money, but you're really holding tight to it. You're concerned about keeping it. You don't want to lose it by spending it frivolously or by theft or some other reason. For some reason, it could be an inheritance, or you're expecting an inheritance real soon, and so maybe it's other family members that are arguing about that. For some reason right now, you're just like clinging to money and not wanting to have it be taken away from you. And the kunzite is saying that this money issue isn't really the main issue. Okay, it's a secondary issue. So your real internal issue is manifesting itself through the desperate need to hoard your money or fear of having money taken away from you. But the real issue is some kind of emotional block. Usually it's a heart block, like you have you've experienced a loss, or been someone took something from you in the past, and so you were brokenhearted over that, or some kind of loss, unexpected loss, especially around security and money. So that's why you're having this issue. And what you want to do is you want to actually try to figure out what the real issue is. And it's not that worrying about money or hoarding money or all of that, or worrying that someone's being high suspicious around the people around you about that. I mean, that's not a good thing, but it's not the end of the world either. But it kind of feels bad. So you might want to take a look at this and try to figure out what that real issue is. It's probably from your past, and this is just how it's presenting in the present. Okay, so if you picked number 1, that was your reading. If you picked number 2, then we're in Pentacles again, which usually represent money, by the way. And you're the Queen of Pentacles, but reversed. And your crystal is aventurine, cute little aventurine. And so once again, and this one is sort of similar, you're super suspicious of others, and you're in a weird situation. Remember, this is number 2. You're suspicious of others, and you're also too reliant on others. So it's kind of, that's a really weird place to be. So there must be people around you that you just absolutely need, whether maybe they're the breadwinners of the household, or maybe you need them physically because you're disabled, or you don't drive, or for some reason you need these people, you're reliant on these people. Maybe it's family members, most likely family members, and you're relying on them, but you don't trust them. At the same time, you don't trust them. And you're also, strangely enough, fearful of you doing the wrong thing. So you're in a very weird situation. You're reliant on the people around you for maybe physical reasons. That'd be my guess. And that includes money. You don't trust them. And you're also scared of like walking this fine line of doing the right thing. Maybe you're scared if you do the wrong thing, they'll take away whatever they're doing for you. They'll remove that. So I think if you're in this situation, you recognize what I'm saying to you. Maybe you're living in somebody else's house and you're reliant on them, but you don't trust them, and you feel like it's an iffy situation and you're kind of tiptoeing around. That's the kind of issue for number 2. And then the aventurine is telling you to calm down. Don't get all whacked up like like have a tornado in your head over this trifecta of problems. I mean, it's a triangle of issues, but don't like get all crazy about it. Calm down, because a lot of this is in your head, really. And if you calm down and you just kind of divorce, you sort of step out of the situation in your head, just step out of it and look at the situation, you'll actually be able to make a decision about this situation that will improve your situation. Okay, you can make the decision for yourself. All right. Okay, so that was 3 is a very happy card. It is the Sun and Amethyst. Okay, so this is a super happy card. You are in a good space right now. If you pick number 3, you just finished a project and the project went well. You were like, I just completed it. I'm happy. And the project had a good outcome. And the Amethyst is saying, okay, you're in this great space. You want to just like soak up this great space. Just soak it up. Just go over it in your mind and just about how proud you are and how good that felt. Just keep dousing yourself with those positive feelings that you're in naturally, but you want to kind of just drown yourself in those positive feelings, because as you move forward, you want to take that super good feeling with you, because just due to law of attraction, it will attract more of that. Okay, so something's completed, you feel good, and this is, you're feeling positive. Go with that, okay, into the next project or whatever. Okay, number 4 is kind of the opposite of that card. Okay, number 4 is the 9 of Swords. That person doesn't look very happy at all. And rutilated quartz. Okay. All right. So, whoops. Okay. So number 4. Okay, some kind of, if you pick number 4, some kind of loss, suffering, it's a burden on you. Either something bad is happening or will happen, and it's just you know, you're feeling the weight of it. You're really feeling the weight of it. And it's the kind of thing that wakes you up in the middle of the night. You have doubt, you have worry. You're just not happy. You're just not happy over an event. Okay. Over an event. And it can be all kinds of events. And I'm not gonna narrow that down, but the event could have already happened, and what you're in is just a suffering place, or it's yet to happen, but it would be soon. I sort of feel like it's already happened and you're in this suffering place right now. Now, interestingly enough, the rutilated quartz is very much all about happiness, and I can't read my own writing. So I know I've told you this before and you probably roll your eyes, but this is the time you want a gratitude journal and a happiness journal for you can either focus on gratitude, everything you're grateful for in your life, and just list it every night, or you can write down the tiniest of positive, happy things that happen during the day. Okay. And, you know, a way to do this journal might be, I mean, this would really get you out of this space, is if you every night wrote down the positive, happy little things. It could be little things like, you know, your cup of coffee or something during the day. And then in the morning, quickly write down, you know, 10 things you're grateful for. If you did that, oh my God, you would get skyrocketed out of this problem and put you in a whole new space fast. So if you pick number 4, you might consider gratitude, happiness journal. Okay, so number 5. Number 5 is the Wheel of Fortune upside down, and rhodochrosite, little rhodochrosite sphere. All right. So the Wheel of Fortune upside down means no success has happened yet. And you have this fear of change. Okay. So fear of change, you're too attached to something. You're too attached to your job. You're too attached to your residence. You almost lack vision. Like you don't know where you're going. You can't see where you're going. And have this fear of, like, if I change my job, then what if it's all bad? You know, if I move, what if it's all bad? So, you know, maybe it's a relationship. If I change my relationship, what if I'm alone? You just can't see the future. And so it's making you, because you're blind to the future and any kind of vision, even like this is what I would like kind of vision. If you're blind to that, or you just can't get positive about that, that's why you're clinging to what you have. And the rhodochrosite is saying you need to put energy in creativity. Okay, so I'm also saying on this, make a happy list. So it's a good idea to make a happy list here. But also I would add to that creativity. So if you are a person who crochets, start crocheting. If you're a person who paints, start painting. If you're a person who likes to write, start writing. Whatever you can do to create, to just create for the sake of creating, the joy of creating. And that doesn't have to be a crafty thing. It can be all kinds of different things, but figure out what your thing is. And if you can get to the point where you're creating something just for the joy of it, you'll start to see your vision out there. And then you won't be so tied to what is now. Okay. That was number 5. All right. I'm going to have to edit this video because it got a little wonky. Anyway, ladies, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will be talking to you later. Bye-bye.